sweet heroin could I put literally a needle right in my arm. Do you realize how lucky this guy was able to make it to 71?
Remember when I said I wasn't the biggest Neil Diamond fan? Can somebody please listen to what this one is saying
Neil
about Lou Reed?
Diamond.
Please direct all the attention to him.
All right. Well, it doesn't make any difference.
May he rest in peace.
Doesn't pay attention on Twitter. Let's move on to the subways. New report is out claiming that the NYPD appears to be kind of laying off, the people on the subway, panhandlers, peddlers, those kinds of things. Only 400 some odd arrests this year compared with as many as 900 plus just for a 6-month period back in 2011. They say they've moved some things around in the crime categories, but, some sources say they don't have as big of a focus on underground crime.
You would think I would be an expert on that, right? Since I come in on the E train, right? It's the homeless posse, right? The emotionally disturbed people. Actually, you can tell by the stink level when you walk into a car and the number of homeless people who shouldn't be there. Because obviously they can't care for themselves. I mean, what kind of a civilized society are we that we let them sit there and basically wallow away the rest of the day talking to the inanimate objects because they have serious psychological disorders, and we somehow say, well, freedom of speech, freedom of their ability to do what they want, when they want, where they want it.
Is that really it, Curtis, or is it the fact that we've got all of these, the attention is not necessarily being paid on them? By the NYPD, they've got other things that they have to focus on.
No, they don't have anything else to do in the subways. Trust me, that's an area that I know. They should be removing the homeless people, and the homeless people should be getting care for their many psychological problems.
That's
and when
true.
when you're getting ripped off by the money-taking agency, you shouldn't have to walk into a car when you're going to work and coming from work, and literally the hairs in your nostrils are turning around because of the stink. These elected officials, do they ever ride the trains? Come in, really. You think Bloomberg goes underneath Bloomies and takes that 6 train all the way down to City Hall?
I think they do ride the train.
Yeah, with 28 bodyguards, right? Let them ride at 3, 4 in the morning like Curtis Slezwa does, like working class people.
Well, let me ask you your assessment. Here we are in 2013. Do you believe that, especially in the overnight hours, how safe is our subway system?
Well, it's not a question of safe. It's a question of being able to get into a subway car and being able to actually get from place to place without having to deal with people screaming, yelling, ramming their heads up against the side of a door because they're emotionally disturbed, the smells, everything that goes with it. People shouldn't have to be subjected to that, and this is not good for the homeless people. This is not good for the emotionally disturbed. This is a lose-lose situation. But let me tell you something, Ben. I have never seen an elected official on a subway train. They got the SUVs, they got the entourage, they got the police escort.
This guy's a fucking asshole.